The author of the famous Paddington Bear, Michael Bond, was born in Newbury, Berkshire, England on January 13, 1926, and passed away on June 27, 2017. His inspiration for the Paddington Bear stemmed from many things in his life, especially things he experienced as a child.
Paddington.
Welcome to Paddington Station. This is where the Browns and Paddington meet for the first time. It is a key moment in the book and movie because it is where Paddington is given his new name and home. Bond first stumbled across a lonely teddy bear in Paddington Station and decided to take it home as a Christmas present for his wife. They did not live far from Paddington Station at the time. He named the bear Paddington after the station, just like in the books. He started writing the Paddington series with no age range in mind and no intention of publishing. Eventually, Bond did publish it, but that wasn't without failing a few times before a publisher finally said yes to his book. His book took off around the same time he and his wife Brenda had their first child. The book had been translated into over 40 languages, showing its national and international importance. The store within Paddington Station is dedicated to a variety of Paddington objects and clothing items. I emphasize these things because it shows that there is no age limit in liking Paddington, just as Bond originally intended it. It also emphasizes the changes in the Paddington Bear's design as time goes on, and how despite its changes in appearance, Paddington continues to be a bear of importance in everyone's lives. This is the Natural History Museum. Here, the audience is introduced to Millicent Clyde, whose goal is to stuff Paddington as a means to regain respect for her family and deceased father, Montgomery Clyde, who refused to kill and add a specimen to the museum. Knowing the inspiration behind many of the characters in the Paddington books, Millicent could be a representation of those who want to harm and deport refugees, like we saw in Lindsay Posner's production of A View from the Bridge by Arthur Miller. I had the opportunity to go to the Paddington Experience down by the London Eye. The Paddington Experience runs through a Paddington adventure that is set on Marmalade Day, a tradition that Browns take up after accepting Paddington into their hearts and family. Although there are many things that happen in this experience, the most important among them are taking the train, stepping into the house, and going into the forest of deepest, darkest Peru. Like the movie, these three experiences emphasize the complex emotions of refugees as they hope to be loved and cared for in their new home, but also hope to be reunited with family and friends, something the movie captures well. At some point in his life, Michael Bond was a resident of the Portobello Road. On the day I visited Portobello Road, I found this coat that resembles the one Bond had, which then inspired the one Paddington wears. Mr. Garber, whose name is used for the Alice store in the movie, is inspired by Harvey, Bond's literary agent who was a Hungarian refugee. Paddington emphasizes the feelings of loneliness as a refugee. Harvey was one of the people who fled to England to escape being sent to a concentration camp. Most of these photos I took at Chinatown. Just about every other store on a block had a Paddington merch, even in the most unexpected places, like the store which had merchandise for mostly Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Paddington's importance in English culture is emphasized by his 2 birthdays like the Queen, and is an international champion for all children in his partnership with UNICEF. On the surface, Paddington is a cute bear that captures everyone's attention by his kind, polite, and clumsy demeanor. But beyond the surface, Paddington also serves as a reminder of history, a topic that continues to be of importance throughout decades. It reminds those who are not kind to others to be kinder, and it encourages people who are to continue to be. Because as Paddington says in the movie, if we're kind and polite, the world will be right. From Portobello Road Market, Paddington and I bid you all a farewell, and until next time.